Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about growing pains and what I have learned from this week so far and what you can learn from what I have learned that I'm going to tell you. So, like growing pains, I've been going through growing pains because I thought, how can I say this? I I can't keep I can't keep feeling bad for myself or beating myself up about things I can't do. I need to start looking at things I can do and make the most out of it. Like, I have a phone, I have a great voice, so I should just start posting videos and just start, giving people advice because I've been told I'm really good at giving people advice. Versus, oh, I want to be the biggest actor, but I don't have the tools for it. I don't have the money to travel for auditions. I don't have this, but I feel like first I'm gonna have to, and you're gonna have to sometimes build momentum first and do something that's gonna lead you to that dream that you really want to do. Because a lot of times our favorite people or some people just get famous off of their personalities and then they jump into what they really want to do. They like evolve and transfer. So that's probably going to have to be me because I've always been told I have a great voice. I should be in broadcasting. I should have a podcast and I should start giving people advice online and just start being a content creator. And then when I get fans that I should, promote my talents, or that's when my talents are going to take off. And I feel like that is true, but I have to, no matter how bad I feel, I have to keep going. I can't be stagnant, and nor should you. So if you have a phone and a camera, pick it up, figure out how to do it, and that will lead you to your dream. That will lead you to bigger places because maybe it's not meant for you to be a big actor or a big singer or a big dancer right now. Maybe if you take baby steps by picking up your phone and making the best out of that of what you have, it'll lead you to more. It'll lead you to success because that's what I've been learning, to like stop stop like being sad, stop crying over things I can't control, and to in the things that I can control, make the best out of it. I can, if you have a big personality and you want to be an actor like me, but you don't have the tools to be the actor, you already know how to act, right? But you just don't have the tools to travel to the auditions or stability when it comes to acting stuff, when it comes to like acting opportunities. Get on the phone, get on your phone, record yourself, make a podcast, do whatever, because you never know, you might blow up. You might blow up and start making good money as a content creator, and you'll have great momentum, a great fan base that when you actually put out, like, hey guys, I'm coming out with a short film, you'll actually have support rather than you just putting it out there and no one's going to watch it because you don't really have a fan base, or it might go viral, I don't know, but just use what you have right now. That's what I've been thinking about lately. And also, what we think sometimes about how we're gonna make it usually life really shows us all different ways that it can go down, and it's not gonna go down the way you probably think it's gonna go down. Like, they say tell God your plans and He'll laugh. Like, you never know. You might, that thing that you really want to be, you get to it, but it might be in maybe 5 years, 2 years, or even a year, or I don't know, next week. But the way you think you're going to get there is probably going to be a little bit more different than you thought you were going to be there. And I should be grateful of the things I already have, and just to really try to make the most out of it before I look back from a year from now and I didn't take advantage of the stuff I have now and saying, "Wow, I would have really listened to myself back then. I wish I really took, you know, I wish I really took things into my own and made the most out of it instead of just sitting down being sad about how I can't do this and how I can't do that. And I understand, like, when things get tough, I understand now why people settle. Like, I was for a second, mad that, like, why do I have these big dreams? Like, I I used to kind of look at people that don't really have big dreams and be like, wow, like, at least they're content with what they have, you know? Like, some people just want to own a little cafe, and that's the rest of their life. They just, like, no shade, but like, that's just the rest of their life. They love to do that, which is good for them, and they're just really happy. But me, on the other hand, I want to do, like, everything. I want to do, like, I want to sell at arenas. Like, I can't, I can't just do, like, one thing. I can't just settle. And when I used to see people settle and be happy with it, I used to be like, dang, I wish I could be like that, but I just can't. I just can't. Like, people with degrees in the medical, or I don't know, school education, um um yeah, people with degrees in the medical industry and education, their life is kind of already made. Like, they already know that, like, they're about to get a job at a school as a teacher, or they're about to work in a hospital. Getting a degree in theater or in film is really, and expecting a job afterwards is a bit of a gamble, because nothing is really guaranteed. Nothing is really guaranteed. And I don't want to be a theater teacher. I love theater teachers, but I don't want to be a theater teacher. I want to be on Broadway. I want to be, like, doing big things. But first, I have to slow down and take and just baby step by baby step. It's not going to be, I'm going to be on Broadway tomorrow, but I have to keep going. No matter how I feel, no matter how hard it gets, I have to keep going. I have to keep my mind occupied, because when you stop, years can go by, like, and you don't even know it, and you're gonna still be in that same spot saying, I wish I would have did something, or just, you was just still sad. And we can't do that. I can't do that no more. So that's why, like, I'm going to be posting videos. I have been posting videos. I did have a podcast, but I stopped making videos on it because I don't know. I don't know. I just stopped. But I'm gonna start back doing it, and yeah, and I'm gonna keep filming YouTube videos. I know one day I'm gonna make it. I know one day you're gonna make it too. Now, I don't know if you can relate or not, but I hope you do. And I really do. Just don't overthink anything. Do not overthink. Come up with the good plan. Cause my issue, I don't know if y'all have this issue. I dream so big to where, like, my mind is like, my mind is like, oh, I already achieved it. Like, I already achieved it. Like, I'm already a Broadway star. So what should I be doing next? But the truth is, I'm not a Broadway star. Like, I dream so big to the point where I like I haven't even completed step 1. Like, my mind is already on step 105. Like, I think I'm already there when I know I'm right here. So I need to take it day by day to get to step 55, step 155. I don't know if you can understand me, but that's how I feel. That is how I feel about everything. And sometimes you're going to have to be your own support system. Even when people don't support you, even when people think the things that you are doing are taboo, and, like, it doesn't seem quite successful like everybody else, or like the norm. So you're going to have to take that chance and really take that gamble if you really want to do this. Like, I want to be everything. I want to be an actor, singer, dancer, entertainer, director, and I will be those things. I will be those things sooner or later, whether people like it or not. As long as you're happy, as long as you're happy doing it and chasing your goals and your dreams, so be it. But what we can't keep doing is feeling bad for ourselves and crying about where we are in life, because when we keep crying about it a month later, while you're still crying about it, you're still gonna be in the same spot, you know. So we have to keep it moving and shaking. We have to like keep it going. I'm gonna hold myself accountable, and you're gonna hold yourself accountable too. And also what I learned lately is I have to focus on being consistent more than the outcome. And I feel like that really messes up as content creators, or just creators in general, because you keep looking for, like, oh my gosh, I didn't get as many likes, so I'm gonna just stop posting. Like, what's the point of that? Like, no, keep posting so you can get more likes, you know. We always look for the outcome, but lately I seen that when I shift my thinking to um just being consistent with posting versus um outcome with likes and stuff, I've been way more consistent, you know. My last three videos that I posted on Instagram got over 1,000 views, and I'm really happy about it. But the next thought is, okay, I'm grateful for it, but I'm gonna keep posting, I'm gonna keep posting, I'm gonna keep posting. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it hit 1,000 views. Oh my gosh, it didn't hit 2,000. I should stop. Like, no, keep going. 1,000 can turn to 2,000. That 2,000 can turn to 10,000, 100,000. Like, keep going. And also, I feel like when you're desperate for something, I also had to check this about myself. I was so desperate about being an actor that, if you realize, the more desperate you are about something that you really want, that you desire, the less you'll get it. It's really weird. Like, you have to like leave space for it for you to attract it, you know. I can't you shouldn't be like super super desperate, obsessed, like, over your dream, because it can be detrimental in a way when certain things don't work out, and it can be detrimental to your manifestation towards it too. So just leave space for it. Like, if you really want money, and you keep like saying, like, oh, I want money, I want money, I want money, like in a way of like being needy and stuff, you're probably not gonna get it, because you're being desperate about it, you know. You gotta say, I want money, I'm full of abundance and prosperity. Let go and leave it to God, and you know, it'll come, you know, eventually it will come. So just be patient with your manifestations, and with your consistency, and with the journey of it all, of being creative. I know, I'm gonna be famous. Okay, I know I'm gonna be the biggest star on the planet. I'm gonna be famous. Y'all gonna watch back this video. I promise you. Y'all gonna watch back this video when I get super famous. To be like, hey, Manisha said it. She manifested it. Of course I did, because I already know it. If I want it, I already got it, and I'm not gonna obsess over it. I'm gonna let it go and let God do what He do. Okay. I'm just over being sad about stuff not working out. Like, it's annoying. Like, of course, like, it's a great way to express yourself, to like get stuff off your chest, but it gets to a point where like you need to get up and like figure stuff out, you know. And even if when you don't have it all figured out, still keep going, you know. Even when you can't figure out, at least do something, you know. Don't just sit down with your hands in your lap, you know. Like, don't just sit down with your hands crossed over. Like, just no, we ain't doing none of that. But yeah, okay. I think that's all I had to say so far. But yeah, I might be posting this on my podcast and this channel. So yeah, I'm gonna post it. And I just had to get that off my chest. I really did. And also, I have one more thing to get off my chest. You thought I was done? Yeah, you thought wrong. But anyways, yeah, I have to get off where, like, I keep on going back. I used to go back to the film, like, if only like a few years ago I would have invested in myself. If only I would have did this a few years ago. If only I had people back then invested in me. I feel like when I kept doing that, just days gone by and by of me keep doing that, and it turns to months and months. See, that kept me stagnant. Always going on the what ifs, and like just reminiscing about past mistakes. It keeps you stagnant, and I'm not gonna do that no more. I didn't have guidance back then, but guess what? Now I can guide myself now. Think about it that way. Like, yeah, you didn't have all the tools back then, and people didn't invest in you back then, but guess what? Now you can invest in yourself and guide yourself now. So I try not to reminisce on past mistakes, on the ifs and couldas and shouldas, because that makes it even sadder, like that doesn't help nothing. So I tend to like just live in the present and do the best with what I can in the present and not try to go back, because going back doesn't help nobody. It doesn't, unless you learn from past mistakes, yes. But going back continuously, like replaying old things that happened, it's not good for you. It's not good for nobody. But yeah, okay, so that's it. And I'm so happy that y'all stayed this long to watch me. And I hope you learned from this video. I hope you learned, and send this to a friend that needs to hear it, that's on their own creative journey, and that's like need help with this too. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.